been a while since I made a video. I thought I'd do one of this. So I have a friend that needs a really good doghouse, good sized doghouse, something she can put a heat lamp in. And I figured one of these would be good because you could put one in the top and it'd be well enough room for the heat lamp without burning the dog up. So I thought of these as just an outside of the box idea, you know, for a doghouse. So then I got on YouTube and started watching people make them. And you watch 2 or 3 videos, you pick up the best ideas, and then you see the things you definitely don't want to do. So far I rinsed it out, and what it had in it, let's see if I can find it again. It's on here somewhere. But it's basically, it's plant-based, or, my bad, food grade. It's going to be an awful video. So anyways, it's food grade, so I've just been washing it out the best that I can. But what I'm going to do is I got to cut these bars. I'm going to cut it, let me back that, there. I'm going to cut them here, and then, well, I'm going to pull the bladder out first, and I got it marked. I had to use a China marker, because Sharpie didn't want to mark on it. So I'll pull the bladder out, got to remove these, pull the bladder out, cut that cage, and then cut my door, and I'm going to cut it to where it'll flap, but you'll see. T30 Torx. It's a little loose, but they shouldn't be that tight. Easy peasy. That one. That one. That bar's spinning. I'm gonna have to have 2 hands for that. Okay, I've got the bladder out. Be a really good time to go ahead and rinse this thing out a little bit more. Well, I'll probably cut it, then rinse it out really, really good. Make my cuts on it, rinse it off really good, put it back together. Alright, so with my cutting wheel, I cut each one of these. I cut them on a little bit of an angle. These ones I just cut flush with the top and flush with the bottom. I'm going to use that same metal cutting wheel to cut this hole, and then I'll go back over them with a sanding wheel, and that'll smooth them out. So this will be my door, and I'm going to cut it like this and then just fold it up. But my line's a little high by going by that cage. I just wanted it to be straight. I'm going to take my level, line it up with this line, draw me another line, and give me a couple inches more for the door. I don't want it on the very, very bottom. The dog can step over a little bit. It's going to be hard to tell on here, but I only wanted a 6-inch overhang. So I'm going to cut from here all the way down, basically cut it out, and then just cut it here, and this section here I'll just take away. I don't need it for structure or anything like that, just get rid of it. Alright, there's my door. Now, it would be better to score this on the inside to fold it out, but I can't really get to the inside, and I'm not ready to crawl in there. I got to rinse it out some more. So I'm going to go ahead and score it on the outside lightly, and it should still give me a good straight line. And we'll have a little bit of an eave. That's pretty much it, folks. That's all there is to it. Try to make it safe for them by making sure they can't get cut and stuff. I'm going to take these corners and just clean them up with a box blade. You can use a file. I'm just going to put just a little bit of a corner on it. I could use the grinder, but I've already got my extension cord and stuff put up. That's it. I got to clean the lid. It's hard to do the pressure washer. I'd rather do that in the sink. I've got a leak over there. I've got squirrels that like to chew on my hoses. So I'm going to have to put that. But that's part of my water pressure gone. But it's cleaned out pretty good. I'm going to rinse it a few more times. I just used water. It's a plant-based, or I said it again. It's a food grade chemical. I wore these gloves for when it was really heavily concentrated and I was draining it. Fingers getting in the video. But I haven't had any issues with it. It hasn't bothered my eyes, my breathing, or anything like that. And I did some research on it first. And I had the name. I think the name was on the other one. But yeah, I did the research on it, and it's safe. I got it rinsed out really good, and top's a little crooked, but it won't matter. Put the lid on there to seal it. But I'm gonna hang the heat lamp just from here, kind of like a chandelier, make sure it's good and secure, and that'll heat it up nice. And summertime, if she wants to paint it, I would probably paint it all black up until this line. I'd go black all the way around so it could be warm during the day without the heat lamp. And then I would leave that top clear for like a sunroof. I think that'd be pretty nifty. But that's all there is to it. Cut the cage, clean it up, make you a door, you know, make you a little flap for like an eave. That's all there is to it. Hope you all enjoyed. Hopefully that helps. So I decided to go a different route. It's actually been about a week since I thought I was done with the doghouse, but I started watching other people and what they were doing. I decided to go this route. So you see the rating on this one, so it's plenty good enough. It's ceramic or porcelain. Got it wired up. I got just a little blue box. Give me a little bit of room for my wires. It will also give me a little bit more clearance from the bottom of the bulb. That's just one I got in here, seeing if it heat me up any, or my hands get cold, I can use it. So, anyways, what I done is I just took a bolt, went through the top, and used a little bit of silicone and stuff, and then torqued it down really good, drilled another hole. I'll pull that wire up through, and I'll also add some silicone here. Yeah, I'll show you here in a second. So here's the end project, basically. I did have to cut the little brackets off where the nails were at. That way this would drop down to the top. But that'll just pop right down to the top. Make it real easy to change that bulb if ever you have to. And part of the reason I had that bulb in over there is because I was testing to see how hot it got around the back of the bulb. And it doesn't get too hot, so it should be perfectly fine to poke through the hole. They don't get real warm, but it'd be better than nothing for sure. But all I gotta do is add a little bit of silicone for that hole. Glob it in there real good and it should be ready to roll. Oh yeah, let's turn it on. There you go. So, try to do this with one hand. Sit down in there. Just turn it till it's done turning. It might be a little bit of a problem. Just till I'm just doing that till it dries. That's it. There's my finger again. Yeah, very much. How cool is that thing? It just glows red, man. Look at that. Be nice and cozy. Put some straw in here. Yeah. So here we are in our 1-bedroom studio apartment. We have infrared for heat. It's just one room. Does have a bathroom. It's got a little drain down here. You pretty much just use it anywhere because it's made of plastic, and it'll just run down this little trough right out the hole. But $1,000 a month, $1,000 deposit, no running water. You get what you get. Is 2025. You know what I'm saying?